What is good, people? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you have a moment. And yeah, this video is going to be on the topic of my first year in Los Angeles, like a little life update, tips and tricks, and just a little bit of my experience. So yeah, stay tuned. So the first tip that I would definitely give a lot of people is to make sure that you know where you want to live before you come to LA. Like if you have a few days where you could just go on a vacation straight up looking for apartments, do that first. It would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of money had I known like the towns where I wanted to stay, the different parts of the city, because LA is huge, like huge. I would say definitely do that. I always tell people like if you're looking for a studio apartment, you should be prepared to pay like $1,200 a month. If you're looking for like your own one bedroom, $1,500 a month is like the low of what you can find here. And where I'm from Pittsburgh, so like that was like a shocker to me to be like, damn, like that's what we rocking with here. Okay, we can get a second job and figure it out. When I first got here, you know, I stayed in a hotel for a little while, and then I moved into an Airbnb while I was still looking for my apartment. And I ended up staying in a youth hostel for a little bit because it was just easy to save money. And I'm a street performer on Venice Beach, and it was literally like walk outside and you're at Venice Beach. And it was a cool experience. I definitely met international people from all over the world, but a lot of the reason I was there was because my finances just went crash. But I had a decent amount of savings when I came to LA. It's just everything is expensive. Like, believe that. When people say that shit, believe that. And it's not like it's not doable. Like currently right now, I have a roommate, so it's a lot easier to pay rent, to stay in like a decent area without trying to do everything by myself. But if you plan where you're gonna go before you go there, it's always gonna turn out better. I always say, ask the locals. Stop asking people that aren't from here for shit about what's from here. Like even the tips that I'm giving you are some of the things that I've learned from the locals, like the different areas to go to. The bus is better than the metro because man, people be tripping on the metro sometimes. So if you don't have a car like me, take the bus instead of taking the metro. You know, Lyft every once in a while, Uber every once in a while, but it adds up. So don't be too pushy for the bus, girl. You're gonna be fine. Or you know, girl or guy, whoever's watching this, you'll be fine. Just know that the train is a little sketchy. The second tip that I have for people that are moving here is the expectation versus the reality is going to hit you. It's not even something that you can avoid. LA has a gigantic homeless crisis that it's kind of sad. It's not kind of sad, it's really sad. Because there's a lot that could be done that's not being done here, with just as far as like the mental health of a lot of the people here. The things that you're gonna see sometimes will break your heart. So don't think it's about to be all glitz and glam and bougie and fancy. No, like some of the shit is rough here. So the tip that I always give to people is give back when you can. Don't just come here trying to reap everything and never really return anything to the city. Like, be generous. It doesn't take a millionaire to be generous. You know what I mean? You could buy somebody a sandwich. You could give somebody a jacket. You could do something small that makes a big difference in somebody's life. So I always tell people that because I don't want the whole idea of, oh, I'm living in LA to ever seem like a fairy tale. Like, no, there's some rough shit happening here. So I just tell people, be cautious, you know what I mean? Don't be hanging out all at night by yourself, especially not intoxicated. Like, you gotta really be aware of your surroundings and just pay attention and pay it forward. Like, simple as that, you know? Don't just come here and try to reap stuff. Oh, I want to be an actor. I want to be a singer. I want to be a musician. I'm just going to try to take everything for myself. Like, give back. That'll be something that changes your heart and your career more than anything. So that's just one of the biggest tips that I have for people. And like, I would just tell people, like, one of my favorite quotes that I've been saying since I got here is, everybody homeless ain't crazy. Everybody crazy ain't homeless. So just use your intuition when you deal with people. Like, I've met some of the sweetest people who happen to be homeless and just down on their luck. And then I've met people who look nice and dress nice, but they have these little hidden agendas and they don't do nothing but try to stop you or try to get in your way or have like a negative aspect of their character. So don't judge people just based on, oh, this person's home with that person. When you get here, use your intuition around people. You know if a motherfucker's doing something. I don't know if I can say fuck on YouTube. I have to cut that out. But you know if somebody is doing something that is gonna put you in harm's way, stay out the way. Don't even argue with people. That's the one tip that I always tell people. Don't argue with people. Arguing is a waste of your energy. Keep that shit. So like just let them do them and you do you. Don't even waste your time arguing with people. Don't waste your time, you know what I mean, getting into it, wasting energy. The third tip that I give to people is don't come to LA because you think it's gonna fix your life. Do it for you. Like don't think a move is gonna change everything. Like for real, because when I first came here, I kind of had the idea of, oh, my music career is gonna take off and this is gonna happen and that's gonna happen, and it just kind of was unrealistic to what a move really does for you. And yeah, I do recommend it for creatives because like, you know, you have so many more opportunities. You know, for me, there's been concerts constantly. There's been, you know, like just different events that I can go to, networking and stuff that I don't have in my hometown. So it's definitely something that's a good thing for a creative. But do it for you. Don't do it to flex on people back home. Don't do it to try to show off and try to act like you all fancy and all of that. Do it for you. If you think it's a move, no matter where you're going, if you think it's a move that is going to benefit you, your soul, that should be your purpose. Because there is a shallow community in LA, and I've run into it, not many of times just because it's not my crowd, but I've run into the people that only want to hang out with you because they think that they're going to get something from you. You know, the first time I've had the experience of somebody like checking how many followers I had before they interacted with me or before they furthered our interaction, and it kind of was pretty apparent that I wasn't big enough to be in their little circle. And so you're going to run into those types of people. So if you come here for a shallow reason, you're going to be met with the shallow vibration of some of the people that are here. But if you come here for yourself, you're going to meet the right types of people. Like LA is very diverse. That's my favorite part about living here. It's diverse. I've met people from all over the world. You know, where I'm from, I've met a few people internationally, but being here, I have friends from Switzerland, Canada, El Salvador, Egypt, Guam. Like I have friends from all over the world. One of my best friends is from Senegal. Shout out to Yassine. And it's just a beautiful thing. So just make sure that you move for the right reason so you end up with the right crowd. And you don't want to be the type of person who's doing things to be seen, to be, you know, who's trying to make everybody jealous back home. That's not the right vibe. It's not going to benefit you in the way that you think it is. So that's the thing. Just do it for you. Do everything that you do for you. And don't not do it because you think people are going to say something. If people think that you think that you're too good and da-da-da-da-da, like, you know, a lot of times people back home, they be calling me Hollywood now. I'm like, I'm the same person, you know what I mean? My socks don't match right now. Point being is be true to yourself. No matter what state you're in, no matter what country you're in, be true to your vibration. Don't be trying to do stuff to impress other people, because there are some people that are really going to try to impress you, and it's really embarrassing a lot of the times. Like the people that name drop, oh, I saw such and such last week. Did such and such see you? Did such and such see you? So just the people that name drop, run. If they name drop, run. The last tip that I have for you guys is that it does get cold in California. Like, not winter on the East Coast cold, but cold. So like, when I first came here, child, I had no pants. I had a little baby jean jacket, and that was like all of my warm attire. Because you know, they really be playing it up in the media, like, you know, it never rains in Southern California. Yes, it does. Get you an umbrella, get you a jacket, a little North Face type. You don't gotta necessarily have like the little Eskimo parka, all of that you need in like the cold, cold winter, but just be prepared for climate change because it changes. Some days I'll walk outside, it's 80 degrees, I go with my tank top, and then let that sun go down. All of a sudden, it drops 20, 30 degrees, and you're gonna be cold. You're gonna feel it. I'm from a place where it gets to the negative degrees and I still feel cold here. So just be prepared for that. And yeah, that's pretty much all the tips I have for right now. I'm gonna make another video just on, like, you know, as far as living in LA more and things that I come across and stuff. But I just kind of wanted to give y'all a little quick life update. And yeah, thank you for tuning into my channel. Hit that subscribe button if you have a minute. I appreciate it. And yeah, we got more content coming soon, so stay tuned, y'all. Peace.